Good morning, all of you. Let us know today how a state government works. So, first of all, who is an MLA? India has 28 states, and each state has a legislative assembly. Besides three union territories, Jammu and Kashmir, Puducherry, and Delhi, because they also have assemblies. Each state is divided into different areas or constituencies for the purpose of election. One representative is elected from each constituency and becomes a member of the Legislative Assembly. Candidates who stand and get elected in an assembly election are from different political parties. How is a government formed in a state? Elected MLAs belong to different political parties. If more than half of the elected MLAs belong to a single party, the party is said to be in majority. The leader of the majority party is appointed by the governor as the chief minister of the state. He submits a list of the Council of Ministers to the governor, and the ministers are also appointed by the governor. Except the majority party, which forms the government, other parties are called opposition parties. Let us study the case of Himachal Pradesh in Assembly election of 2007. Himachal Pradesh had 68 constituencies in the assembly election of 2007. From each of these constituencies, many candidates stood for the elections, out of which only one candidate who secured the maximum number of votes won. Let's view the result of the elections to the Legislative Assembly of Himachal Pradesh in 2007. So there are various political parties. The first one is Indian National Congress and number of MLAs elected 23. Bharatiya Janata Party 42 MLAs elected. From other political parties only one member was elected, and independent candidates who do not belonging to any party, such two candidates were elected. So the total number of elected candidates were 68. In order to gain majority in the election, a political party needed to win more than 34 seats. Means more than half of the total seats. So from the elected results, we find that the Bharatiya Janata Party was the only political party which had won more than 34 seats. It had 42 MLAs elected by the public. Hence, it formed the ruling party. As the Indian National Congress was the next largest party with 23 MLAs, it was the main opposition party. There were other parties in the opposition, including those who had been elected as independent candidates. The MLAs of the majority party, the BJP, elected Mr. Prem Kumar Dhumal as their leader. He was appointed chief minister by the governor, and he gave a list of those MLAs to the governor whom he wanted to become ministers. The governor appointed those MLAs as ministers. So let us now follow the sequence of how a party forms a government at the state level. Candidates belonging to different political parties are issued tickets to represent their party, and they file nominations from different constituencies, means from different areas. During the election campaign, these candidates convince the people living in their respective constituencies to vote for them so that they may be able to represent them in the state assembly. Once the results are declared, the party that gets the majority of MLAs elects the leader who is appointed the chief minister of that particular state. The leader of the majority party only is invited to form the government. The chief minister then prepares a list of experienced and capable MLAs to be appointed as ministers. On the suggestion and advice of the chief minister, the governor appoints minister. The governor administers the oath of office to the chief minister and his council of ministers. It is the duty of the chief minister and his ministers to run the state in the most efficient manner. They sit in the legislative assembly. A legislative assembly is a place where all the MLAs, whether from the ruling party or in the opposition, discuss various matters related to that particular state. The MLAs who also hold the position of ministers have to look after both their constituencies as well as the state as a whole. The minister leads a department of government called ministry. For example, education minister looks after education department. Finance minister looks after the financial affairs of the state. The health minister looks after the health, hospitals and health of the people. So in this way, different ministers related to different department, they looks after their particular department. Sometimes when the result of the assembly election are declared and no party attains an absolute majority, that is more than half of the total number of MLAs, in that case a group of parties combine together to form the government, and this type of government is called coalition government. Just as we have the president, the prime minister and the council of ministers at the center, the state has a governor, the chief minister and the council of ministers. It means in our country, two levels of governments work. At central level, the president, the prime minister and council of ministers work and looks after the whole country. In the same way, every states have state government, governor, chief minister and council of ministers look after the different states. The head of the state is the governor. He or she is appointed by the president to ensure that the state government works according to the provisions of the constitution. So, in every state, the governor is appointed by the President of India. So, he is the representative of the, or governor is the representative of the central government in states. So, that's all for today. In the next class, we will continue this chapter and we will study about working of the legislature. Thank you. Have a good day.